Hi, it's Mrs. Stitches of Sheila. Welcome to Floss Tube Day number 3. It's snowing right now, just little flakes, but it's snowing. It's cold. I just got back from my fiber group. I'm on one island and my fiber group is over on Briar Island. So it's kind of fun. You actually get in the car at set time and go catch the ferry, and sometimes I get a little stitching done on the ferry, and then it's at the library and go to the library and sit there and stitch with 3 other lovely ladies, and then I come back. And I got some good stitching done on the way back, although it was cold. So we're right about the freezing mark right now. So I just got back. It is around 1 p.m. And so after I finish this, I'm gonna then have my lunch and then get back to stitching. But it was really good. It was really good. It was we had a new person show up, and she's got an old cross stitch that her mother was working on, but then she passed away, and then she was working on it. She was telling me it's a sampler, all in one color, blue, and that she worked on the border. When she got back to the very start, they didn't match. And I went, oh, I know how that feels. Oh, but let's get to today. So, I just rearranged my lights a little bit. I got some ornaments. I'm going to show you the ornaments I have. I might do more than one thing a day just because. So these 3 ornaments I made last year at my fiber group. They had, they're like German ornament. They're old Christmas cards, and you just fold them up in a certain way and make ornaments. There's a little bit gluing involved, but that was really fun last year. So I can't remember how to do it, but somewhere I had an instruction sheet, but I don't know where it is now. So we're just going to hang these up, these 3. And this one here. And I'm going to put one that's going to be a little bit off the camera just for decoration there. And then, let's see. I will first show you, I'll first show you stitching from yesterday. So yesterday was a tough day. Seemed to have a lot of stitching. I only worked on my 2 Advent stitches. I thought I'd be able to work on something else, but they both took a long time. So first I have with Paint with Stitches, the Frosty Advent Calendar, and I'm going to just fold it up a little bit. I worked on, yeah, I worked on this, box number 3, and I did a big mistake. He is up 1 row, so I added a little row, and he is over 1 row. So his arms are purposefully supposed to be leaving the box. They're going to go into today's box or tomorrow's box. But anyway, so it's all connected. But isn't that cute? Kind of neat little stars too. They were kind of funky to do. And yeah, he's just adorable. But I was going to name him, and I decided to name him Mr. Fudge. He's fudgy because I'm fudging it. I was not going to rip out those stitches. And so everything's just a little bit different, but that's my own version. I'm a firm believer you can frog when you want or when you need to, but if you can fudge away. It's then uniquely your own. So that was that stitch. And then the other stitch is from Bryn & Needle, which I have the Advent box, and we'll be opening up in a second. It was a big stitch. It was a big stitch. There was a lot of counting, and I was very careful. This hoop came with the box, and she said you could stick it in the hoop. This is a Nurge hoop number 7, and you have to use a screwdriver to open up the thing, but it was great. So I'm pretty sure I did all this correctly. I'm pretty sure I did that correctly, and I'm mostly sure I'm good down here. So right now I got no, I did not finish the stitch for yesterday. She said the first 2 stitches are very stitch heavy, and that they're going to be lighter later. So I'm going to hope that today's stitch is not as bad and I can finish off Noel. I'm getting close. So there's no, I did not finish. So there you go. That's my my 4 boys and an NL girl stitch. And that's her needle minder there. And I'm using one of my new needles that I got from Paint with Stitches. I tried the self-threading needles. They're not working for me. I find them a little difficult, but I can always use them as pins when I'm counting. So that's what I did the first day with that, is I used them as pins with counting. So that worked too. The other needle, she gave us in 24, and I'm using those too. On my chair from my husband, my Evan, is a Crunch bar, chocolate bar. Yay! That's great. And then we'll get to our other advents. So as always, I'm going to keep starting off with Paint with Stitches first. Paint with Stitches. And we'll find number 3. I knew where number 2 was last time, but let's see. There's 15, there's 11, there's 12, there's 8. Oh, I'm going to have to dig a bit. There's 16. I have to dig a bit for this one. What number is this one out here? That's 6. 3. I found 3. Okay. Oh, I got some more floss. This is wrapped up with some floss, so I'll add that to my little collection. Let's see if I can pull the bow and have it. I did. I pulled it. Oh, no, there's still a knot. Okay, I'm going to still have to work at the knot. I won't do that on camera. I'll do that off camera. But I'll add that to my little collection of floss, which I don't know where it went to. So I'll just put it there for right now. And open this up. Tear it up. Nobody answered me on, are you a ripper with wrapping paper, or are you nice and neat? So maybe, oh, it's a needle minder. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, one of at my fiber group, the librarian, she started stitching, and she bought a really expensive dimensions and's been working on it, but I talked her into doing the SAL, the Heaven and Earth SAL, but I see her working without a needle minder all the time, and I think I should just give her one of my needle minders. But you know what? I don't know if I can. I love them so much, but maybe I can find one that I love a little less. We'll see. We'll see. But this is gorgeous. Oh my word, this is gorgeous, Chantel. It is, you probably can't see it, but it's a Canada goose. So it's a goose, Canada goose sitting there on the water. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she uses, and so did 4 Boys and NL Girl, use really strong, great magnets. That's one of the things that makes a great needle minder, is a good magnet. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so thrilled. Oh, I'll put that on the other stitch. I'll switch it out. That's great. Okay. I don't know where to put this stuff. And then my 4 Boys and an NL Girl. Ugh. I expect we're just going to have the pattern today because we got a gift yesterday. I have a feeling she's probably going to do an every other day on that, but you never know. You just don't know, you know? Or you don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's all we got. So, oh, okay. This is not going to, it's still going to be a bit of a stitch. Still going to be a bit of a stitch, but I should be able to get it done. So the color today is 728. And it looks like we're going to be stitching sort of a moon and filling in the Noel. So, oh, and some parts around too. Okay. I will watch her video too, because I think there's a little error in that. But. And then, sorry, this is short. Well, it won't be that short. I got my box of questions. Thank you everybody who answered. I got some really interesting answers. A couple people bragged up their home countries. UA Stitchery is a subscriber. She talked about Ukraine. And I have, I think it was Rose from Cornwall, UK, talked about Cornwall. And then there were others that talked about where they may thought of moving to, or other countries and their pluses of other countries, or why they would like other countries. So that was great. So thank you for participating. Let's see what today's question is. Okay, can't get that lid back on. There we go. What supernatural power would you want? I don't know if it is a supernatural power, but I would love to time travel. I'm going to call it a supernatural power because, and the funny thing is that when I first met my husband, I promised to make him a time traveling machine. And I actually wrote out, we lived apart for the first year. We were in 2 different provinces, and I actually made him a log book or a book where I kind of wrote things, memories, or I did conversations we were having online, which are memories, and I called it a time traveling. I gave him 3 books like that over different years, and they were my time traveling devices, or maybe I only gave him 2. But I've always been fascinated with the past, and I thought that time traveling would be really, really fun. I think just to see the past. Now, as I'm answering this, I realize there's another question because now I just remembered that this answer will work for too. So I'm going to think of a different supernatural power. Because you usually I think flying. I think flying would be really, really cool. That is probably the best supernatural power because invisibility, and then what is the other ones, like reading somebody's mind? No, I don't think that's a good one. But flying would be pretty awesome, and I think that's why I love birds so much, just because they can fly. Although, and this will be answered another question, I'm probably scared of falling a lot. So I'm not sure if flying would make me feel more comfortable in the air, or it probably would, because you know that you're safe. So, so does anybody else have any supernatural power that they would want if they could have one? Maybe they have a supernatural power that I haven't even thought of, because they're probably, with the X-Men, there's probably all sorts of supernatural powers. We don't watch a lot of, because we're isolated, there is no movie theater. The closest movie theater is probably a good couple of hours away. So we occasionally go to Annapolis Royal, which is about an hour and a half away, and they sometimes have movies. But in general, we don't see many movies. We don't have a TV. I watch YouTube a lot. But, so I haven't seen any of the X-Men. Like I said the other day, I haven't even seen Stitch or Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. So as far as kind of modern pop culture, I am a little bit out of the loop sometimes, but I'm happy also that way too. But we love where we live. So, but yeah, so if there's a supernatural power that you would like to have and like to share with me, please do. I'd love this to be interactive. It'd be great. So I think that's it for me. I'm really hungry. So I think it is now a little bit after 1 o'clock. So I'm going to go down and make myself some lunch and then get to stitching, get working on what I got to get done. There's lots to get done. So take care, everybody, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.